Thanks for tuning in. I'm Paul Walsh from RTE's Doctors on Call, and today I'm talking about psoriasis and psoriatic arthritis as part of the More Than Skin Deep campaign. From my time working in the HSE as a clinical nursing manager, I understand the value of educating people about their health, allowing them to be fully engaged in their care. If you have psoriasis, these videos will give you more information on your condition and allow you to spot the signs and symptoms of psoriatic arthritis, which is a type of inflammatory arthritis that could cause pain, swelling and sometimes damage to joints. Approximately 30% of the estimated 73,000 people in Ireland with psoriasis will go on to develop psoriatic arthritis. The More Than Skin Deep videos will tell you about the care journey and treatment options for psoriasis and psoriatic arthritis here in Ireland. In this first video of the series, I'll be chatting to Marion Morrissey. Marion was diagnosed with psoriatic arthritis back in 2010. She's going to tell us all about her journey and how the disease impacts her day-to-day life. Marion, thanks for sharing your story with us. And what were your first symptoms of psoriasis?
My first symptoms of psoriasis was scalp psoriasis, which was brought to my attention by my hairdresser because I initially thought it was just dandruff and dry scalp, and she advised me to see my GP.
At that point then, you went to your GP, or how was it diagnosed?
Yeah, I went to my GP and showed them my scalp, and they said, yes, it is psoriasis in your scalp.
So did that have any impact on your daily life, the psoriasis, at that point?
Absolutely. As a teenager, you were restricted in the type of clothing you could wear. No dark colours, no navies, no blacks. So it affected really a lot of your hairstyles. Couldn't pluck or shape your eyebrows because you couldn't take away the excess hair because it was hiding the psoriasis. So it affected every aspect of your life. You always had to double think everything.
At any point in this journey, did anybody mention psoriatic arthritis to you?
No.
Never?
Never.
No GPs, no nurses, nothing?
No, never mentioned.
Right. So at what point did the symptoms start to evolve or change in some way?
So at about 23, 24, I got psoriasis on my nails, both hands and feet. And at the time, then it had progressively spread to other areas of my body. Well, I was eventually about 70% coverage. And when I was about 30-ish, I developed the pains in my joints. Started off in the small joints in my fingers and my toes, and then it progressed on to the larger joints.
I presume this was a pretty busy time in your life. You've got a lot of things going on.
Absolutely. I had my own company, married with 2 children. Basically, it was a massive hindrance on my life. The pain of the psoriatic arthritis really, really kicked in.
So what was going through your head at the time? As all these symptoms were evolving, what were you thinking about it?
To be honest, initially it was pure denial. I didn't want to acknowledge the symptoms at all because I kind of knew what was going to be ahead of me. But I knew eventually when the pain got so bad, I had to seek help and get more help for it.
What is your daily routine, or what was it like?
My daily routine was setting an alarm clock at 4 a.m, take a cocktail of anti-inflammatories to be able to function by 7 a.m, to get down the stairs. I had to have clothes ready from the night before because all I could wear really was jeggings or pants or trousers that you could actually pull up because you couldn't use the zip or the buttons. Then with small kids trying to do their hair, couldn't grab the brush, couldn't clasp the handle of the brush. Driving was a big problem because you couldn't operate the clutch properly with the pain in your toes. Then you have the fatigue, then you have the breakthrough pain trying to take other anti-inflammatories and pain medication. And as I say, I was self-employed, so I didn't have the option of taking time off. It affects absolutely everything, every aspect of your life.
So your entire life had changed?
Absolutely.
How did you deal with it? Medication, holistic therapies, what did you do?
It was a mixture of everything really. So initially I suppose it would have been the medications. Then you would try in other alternative therapies in between to see would they work. Some did, some didn't. I would go for regular, we'll say sports massages, try and loosen out the muscle, loosen out the joints. And it's a combination of everything really. And you see what works for you.
Okay, so what advice would you have for people out there who may have psoriatic arthritis?
Main advice I think is to keep going, not to lose faith, to empower themselves with the knowledge to what the best treatment for them might be, and just to be aware that what suits one person may not suit another, but that there is hope out there. There are lots of treatments, and basically to keep going and not to give up.
And do you think a campaign like this, the More Than Skin Deep campaign, can benefit people out there who are currently in the dark, for want of a better phrase?
Absolutely, because the more they know, knowledge is power. If they have any little niggles or pains in the joints, to get it seen to. Once they know, it empowers them.
Marion, thank you so much for sharing your story.
No problem, thank you.